What is going on, YouTube? How are you guys doing today? Thank you guys for stopping in. I hope you're doing well. I am the Mr. Yours, and today we're playing Evony the King's Return. And by the way, I am not a professional Evony player. I play this game because it's fun. I enjoy it, and you guys are all an amazing group of people. And I just love playing the game with you guys and everybody around me. All aspects of the game are amazing. If you guys haven't, make sure you guys check out Aptoide and use the code MrYours down below. It'll save you guys at minimum 15% cash back to your wallet that you can reinvest into Evony, and you can get up to 25%, which is just freaking awesome. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about it, hit me up on Discord, ask me on stream. It's cool. It saves my whole alliance a bunch of money that you can reinvest into the game, which helps you in SVS, building, growing troops, mess around money, whatever, you know. It's good. I use it. You should use it. If you don't, I respect your decision. Steven, what's going on? Steven and Kevin Zogata, what's going on? Impasta, how you doing? Dragon, what's going on? Dragon, thank you guys for stopping in. Hope you guys are doing well today. So what's new? What's new with you guys, huh? Today is the day that we get TTC in here, and they want to talk about some things. Gonna be kind of a surprise to me and you for what they want to talk about. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Huh? Little surprise interview, I guess you can call it, huh? I'm always down to meet new people and talk to them. That's for sure. It's just true. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hopefully we don't get yelled at too much tonight, you know? Hopefully we don't get yelled at too much. Do you guys think we're gonna get yelled at? Am I gonna get yelled at tonight on stream by somebody besides Asta? Shout out to server 1380. You guys are crazy. I see some of you guys buying packs over there, leveling up like crazy. I got some more leveling up I gotta do. Yeah, I don't know. I might get yelled at tonight. Or the dude's gonna be cool as shit. Just hang out, chat, and have a good time. We'll see. Dude, they already got some people that are almost K30 over there, dude. K30 in less than 24 hours? Oh, you think I'm getting yelled at? Alright. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Can I show my layers? If I hop onto my K35, we'll go through the layers for sure. Yeah, the K28 so far, dude. What the hell, huh? And what do you have to spend to get to the K28 that fast? Like 200 bucks? 400 bucks? People want that smoke with us already. I know, right, dude? We came in like bat. I don't know, dude. We just all swung in. It was a dead. The world chat was dead. Then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. Everyone just started showing up. One ladder. Yeah, probably one ladder. And Dragon, Mr. J, what's going on, Mr. J? How you doing, my man? Thank you for stopping. I hope you're doing well today. Sunny, we will go over the layers shortly. We'll go over those layers. So yeah, we're gonna try and get Siegfried into chat here. Yeah, bro, I know. I see, like, I'm already on the fence of like, hey, do I spend a couple of bucks to try and catch up to the 28s? I'm like, no. I need Soul Life in my main accounts. I need the Blood of Aris. But I have the bloods I need for the last last star for Queen Bee. Thank God, dudes. Thank God. So after this whole crafting it, one of the next trial of the night event is, I can finally get Queen Bee awakened. Thank God. I think on both accounts too, actually. I think I can get her done on both accounts. It'll be dope. No, yeah, definitely no major spending, bro. I agree. Just for fun, shits and giggles, you know. A place where we can just blow off some steam, go have some fun when we want to. I mean, if people want to spend, they can spend. You know, that's on them. You know, I can't force what people do and don't do. But I think it'd just be a great place for us as a community to get together outside of stream and just mess around and have some fun here and there, you know? Actually get to play the game together, all together. I wanted to try and get Asta in the chat tonight too, but I think Asta might be busy. I think he's busy today. I need gems, damn it. How do you update the PC version? Kingly Ben, what's going on, Kingly Ben? How you doing? Thank you for stopping in. I hope you're doing well tonight, brother. Download the new X? How do you update the PC version? So, the PC version, when you go to log in, it's going to pop up on your screen that it needs an update. Oh, you're in there? Hell yeah, bro. I know, Jay, you got like 9 or 10k bloods, right? I do not uninstall when it's time to update, no. It automatically pops up. Well, another thing that you can do. Hold on. So like what I honestly do, like when it's time for me to update, I go to pc.evony.com/pc/download a.html and I just install again. And when you hit install, it'll pop up in the bottom left hand corner of your screen down here with the little extension to install. You click that and it updates your game for you. I know, Jay, that's nuts, bro. Kim Hawkins, T-Bone, what's going on, T-Bone? I know, my man. I appreciate you being here, brother. Appreciate you being here, my man. Tell your Rents I said hello. Hope they're doing well. Give me the blood. Give me some blood. I need blood. So I get the bloods I need on this account. I have almost enough bloods on 1002 to get Queen Bee going. I'm already saving up for the next RSS consumption event to bang out at least 250 million T1s on both accounts. Oh, you were Mr. Hours. Okay, all right, Kingly. I seen that in chat. I said, who the hell is that? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Make sure you guys do your Vikings. Share your Vikings with everybody. The more Vikings to go around, the better for everyone. The more the team can grow. Let me I don't mind it, bro. I find it funny. I liked it. I liked it. I did. All right, man. We need to get Siegfried in here. Let's get Siegfried in here. Oh, really? That's why you changed it? Shit, no worries, bro. $13.80? It's not bad. It's not bad. Ginger's here, the Nargang. Nargang in the house. You did get burnt today? People already burning people? How lame. Freaking tyrants. Yeah, guys and gals, do not forget we have a new community alliance on 1380. It's a new server. It's about, I don't know, almost 2 days old now. Just over 24 hours old. It's for fun. It's to mess around on. Just a place where we can all get together and have some fun. Watch out for Dab. How about we all work our magic and get them to come to us? Make them our friends and just recruit them, and then they can do all the heavy lifting for us. Chris Matthews, what's going on, Chris Matthews? How you doing? We should merge with Dab. Dab should merge with us. You told them they're gonna you're gonna regret burning me, bro. Work your magic. Get them to join us. They can do all the heavy lifting. F them. One of the guys messaged me. He goes, and he messaged me. He goes, "Hey, are you Mr. Yours?" I said, "Yep." He goes, "Wow. Oh my God. Really?" I said, "Yeah." No, they're K28 now, bro. They're at K28. The thought of starting over makes you nauseous. Yeah, it's for fun, man. You know, it's not like we're investing like a shit ton of money into it, you know? Yeah, it was B. That's the guy that messaged me. He seems like a cool guy. I'm gonna buy a little bit of shit here and there, you know, like $5-10 here and there. But yeah, mainly just stamina. Stamina packs will help you grow just as fine. Did I send the guy an autograph? Sign his t-shirt? Right? I signed his chest. Right here. Alright, I'm gonna give this guy a phone call real quick. We'll get back to talking to 1380 in a little while.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Can you hear me well?
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. I can hear you fine.
Beautiful, man. I love to hear it. How you doing today, by the way?
Doing okay. How's it been over there?
It's going all right, man. You know, it's going okay. Typical Monday.
Yeah. But it's been a pretty busy day, so I'm almost about to end it up and chill out a little bit after my kid goes to sleep. So let's hope it goes well.
I wish you the best of luck on that one, man.
Yeah, that one is gonna be a bigger challenge than anything else, I think.
Yeah, man. When kids don't want to go to sleep, they don't want to go to sleep.
Yeah, I hear you.
Real quick, what alliance are you in again, and what server are you on?
I'm on the couch. We are TTC, and we are server 692.
Can I get your coordinates if you don't mind me asking, just so people know who I'm talking to?
Yeah. You can go to I am on 564 726 on server 692. If you want me to share something more specific, I can. I think. I don't think it's gonna be more specific than that.
I'm at your alliance right now. Whereabouts you at?
I'm a little bit up north of the Alliance building. There's Hestia level 40 with the Red Wings on right above her.
All right, I got you. I got you. I got you. I found you, buddy.
Good, good.
You're a chick. Are you trolling people, man?
I'm not a chick, bro. I'm actually a guy on the thingy. I'm not trolling anybody.
No, dude. You're Hestia, right?
No, I'm Siegfried.
Oh, never mind. Oh, I thought I was gonna say, man, you're catfishing people.
No, bro. We had a person that did that on our server in the very beginning, but no, I don't do that stuff.
That would be funny. Real quick, is Lazy Turtle online, man? Get him in here right now.
He is online, I think.
I fought him on my K35 on my 1002 server a while ago, a long time ago. Well, probably a few months ago.
What was it? Battlefield? What was it?
Yeah, I think it was either BOC or BOG. I forget.
So Lazy did not start with us in the beginning. He was like in a very tiny alliance. He set his account like a sniper, as we call it. Like he only had one march, but then he grew pretty well, and then he decided to come with us because we were pretty heavy on Battlefield. We do a lot of those things, so he decided that he was gonna give it a shot, and now he's a pretty big tank with us.
Yeah, well, dude, he's awesome.
Big, but he's pretty decent. Yep. It's funny you faced him though. I'm curious if you faced him while he was with us and he just went into the battlefield alone, or if he was on his old alliance.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, I'd like to say if I went back onto my K35, I could tell you when it was, but I'd like to say it was probably a couple of months ago.
Well, if it was just a couple months ago, he was probably with us. He was a little bit smaller a couple months ago. Before, like, we bulked up a lot for last All Stars. The four of us, Lazy, myself, Dargy, and Hestia, the four of us went to All Stars and we bulked it up a lot for that. Not that it matters that much, but we try to improve a little bit to see if we caught the dragons and stuff.
Oh hell yeah, man!
But yeah, we have a pretty tight team. It's not like we're not a pretty big alliance. We're just trying to develop a pace that doesn't screw up the matches we get on Battlefield, and other players don't feel like they have to leave because they're too small. So we try to keep the development at a pace that everybody can keep up a little bit.
Nah, you guys are solid, man. You guys are good for your size. You really are.
Yeah, we were a little bit scared to facing you guys, like, because the sizes of the alliances that we faced on Chalon were compared to us, you know what I mean? Like, you guys can feel like 40 mil easy. For us to feel 35, we have to be very selective and picky, and we have to see who goes in Battlefield, when they go, how they go, not to give up a lot of points. I think like it's a little bit of a different battle, I would say, for us.
Well, I mean, you guys definitely showed that power doesn't exactly matter. About teamwork and how you strategize as well.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right, like, it doesn't matter up until you get to the finals, I would say. Because once you get to the finals, if you don't have the power and you don't, like, let me give you an example, right? Like, in the finals we had BTL and we had DTP.
They must be.
And dude, just between the fight of those two giants, there were not enough points for us to make out of those two places. You know what I mean? So like at that point, I think it matters a little bit. Once you're trying to pass through the initial rounds, I think it's workable. But once it gets to that point, it's really hard.
So heading into Chalons, I mean, all right, so like Chalon starts off, you guys get together, you talk about it. Like, what was your guys' goal heading into Chalons? Like, was it to finish top 100, top 50, 5?
Oh no, dude, we were trying to get to top 16 at a most, like we were like, if we get to top 16, we're good, because Dargy and I wanted, first of all, we wanted to take a crack at the bigger alliances, see how we would do, see how our defenses were, holding up against them, so we prepare better for All Stars. It's not very often we get hit on Battlefield, like people don't rally us that much. So like that was our primary goal, was to get to a position where we would face a big ally that would hit us back. You know what I mean? So
Right.
we set out to get top 16, especially because we also wanted the 3 historic subsidies. We were like, okay, let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. And we ended up top 3, man. So that was a lot more than we expected, to be honest.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. So I know, did you reach out to Asta in regards to getting together and talking and whatnot?
Yeah, I try to be friends with most of the people that I match against, because here's the reality for me particularly, right? I think like the game's community, if we get closer and and we help each other a little bit better and develop a little bit better, I think it helps in a sense to beat the game a little bit, because I feel it's like there's too much investment and people hold on knowledge, so people develop wrong, do it weird stuff, and have to rebuild it and spend a lot more, and it's like a vicious circle, right? So like I try to make as many friends as I can, because I feel like sharing some of the stuff that we learned along the way, it's helpful to, in a sense, to beat them a little bit. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. I do.
Yeah. So I definitely reached out to him, say, hey man, good game. That game was really tight. Like we did not know who was gonna win up until like the last 5 minutes. You know what I mean? And it was super, like we were super frustrated because we did not have a rally size to keep hitting in QG, and there was not much we could do, right? Like we had to keep trying to hit them and see what shakes out of it, and it was really hard, to be honest, up until that last minute when we caught, what was his name? um it was from it was Soul something. What's Soul's name?
Solus?
Yeah, once we got Solus is when we pulled ahead.
Yeah, he's a tough one to crack too.
Yeah, it was like I think we did like 3 rallies on him. I might be wrong, but at that point,
What's up, Alyssa?
like,
How you doing?
that last hit was
Rain,
a
what's
caps.
up?
So until that point, we had no idea who was gonna be first or second or third. It was really tight, bro.
Yeah, dude. I mean, for me, like the first hour 15 minutes, like, and I don't know if you took offense to what I said earlier or not, like in a previous stream, but like to me, like the first hour 15 minutes, there was no skill involved for any teams. It was just pure luck of rallies and enforcements and all that shit. And then like the next 30 minutes is kind of where the true colors of every team kind of came out during that battlefield.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. Like that, your guys landed a blow on Lazy like really early on, and you cleaned him, right? I have a screenshot of him having like all my reinforcements. Hestia's like he had at least 8 reinforcements inside of him, and if you look at your report, he's got no reinforcements whatsoever. So like,
Yeah,
we got in pre-rained, and it ran for what, 10 minutes before it caught him, and at that point he had no reinforcements. That shit was just sorry for the language, but that
no, you can swear, dude. Trust me, I don't mind.
Yeah, that was some weird stuff. You know what I mean? Because I would be okay if they said, hey, you just rained him and it's got like some lag. That would be okay. But if you're pre-rained from the get-go and then you hit the person like 10 minutes later and the reinforcements don't count, what the hell was that? You know what I mean?
No, yeah, dude, that was super aggravating. And like the other thing that was really kind of starting to piss me off a lot too is, we'd fill a rally and hit one of you guys or hit somebody else, and our rally leader would send a rally and it would send a solo march and send everyone else to a gathering for 3,000 days.
Oh yeah, but that one in particular, I faced that same glitch in All Stars, right? Like the first round of last All Stars, it was glitchy, not as much as this round of the semifinals of Chalons, but it was awful. I remember, like, do you know Sardine?
I've heard of the name.
Yes, Sardine was our rally leader on the second round of last All Stars, and like the thing on that battle is specifically that we went up against you guys and all those glitches that stuck with me is that on that round Sardine was like, dude, whoever wins the battle is whoever handles the glitches the better. Like there's at some point in Evony, there's buffs count, rally size counts, reinforcements count, being fast counts, but if none of that is working properly, usually the alliance that fares out best of all, it's whoever like dealt with the glitches the best.
Yeah,
So that sort
it's
of
true.
stuck with me in that in that battle. That was incredibly useful.
I mean, you guys came out on top, man. So, I mean, definitely took that advice and you went with it.
Yeah, I mean, there was. I think there was not a lot we could have done, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know how we. I would be interested, like, if we had the same power to match you guys on Battlefield to, in VOC or BOG to replay a match against you guys to see how we would do against you, Because at the
That'd be
same
awesome.
yeah, at the same time that I'm like, yeah, we got around it and we worked through the glitches. I'm also interested to see no glitches, nothing, right? Things running smoothly. How would we do against each other on a clean battle?
I would love to see that, man, and hopefully, knock on wood, we can revisit each other's one of these days, and just go for it, have fun and see what happens.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Like, I might talk to Asta and see how much power you guys sign up, and see whenever we are ready for that. I think we should try to match. Like, I think it would be an interesting battle and an interesting round too.
I think that's a good idea, man. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have a blast. I know I would.
I mean, under one condition, you guys got to stay away from me, all right? I'm not ready for UK40s yet, all right?
You have to tell that to Dagi, man. Dagi is gonna kill everything that he sees moving, bro. Like, every time he saw March coming back, I would see his dragon going out of his people. Like, oh, he's eating someone again.
I'm gonna have to talk to him, like, dude, listen, all right, take it easy on me, all right?
Yeah. We can talk about that. We can leave you for that.
Monty, thanks, Monty. So, I'm curious. Did you watch one of my streams? Is that why you reached out to talk to me?
Yeah. I mean, I think like there was like some weird comments about that battle. That I think it came out a little bit wrong, and I just wanted to be like, as I said, I try to make as many friends as I can on the game, and I think the game is the way it is, right? And
right.
I just wanted to like not have any issues with anybody. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not saying we had issues. I'm just saying that the comment may have come out of context. You know what I mean? Because it's specific. It was funny because.
What's up, Jim?
If you rewatch her stream, did you rewatch the battle?
I've been streaming for 3 years, and I've never rewatched one stream really.
It's really funny though, because like once you start talking, it's really weird, and it really came out of context, because like at some point the only people that could hit like anything above 10 bill was you guys, right? Do you agree with me on that?
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah. So, people were healing, right? Full healing, and you were cleaning the same person, 3-4 times, and in the like once someone in the stream just said, not in the stream, sorry, in the alliance chat said they are hitting each other, and I'm like, I can't even hit this dude, man. It's impossible for me to do anything. They just
all
right.
Like 4 times. Yeah, no, I know what you're referring to, because I mean, there were some parts that I did watch again, and I know what you're referring to, and I think that was just more of aggravation coming out and just trying to find blame where there shouldn't have been blame on somebody, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. I just think like, it's funny because if you rewatch the whole thing, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, it's really weird to see like in the battle you're hitting like 4 times, right? And then all of a sudden comes a comment like, oh, they're doing whatever, right? And I'm like, that doesn't even back up what's going on in the battle at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's more of like the heat in the moment, just fucking frustration coming out, and things get said in battle that probably shouldn't get said.
Yeah. I totally understand. I just like, if you have the opportunity, like rewatch the thing, and you're gonna see like you just did it, and then you make a comment, and then they are like, oh, they're doing this. I'm like, dude, that's completely uncalled for, because absolutely, like, there was nothing at that point. If we 100%, if we hadn't caught Solas at that point, we would be third probably.
Yeah, it got close there at the end. It really did.
Yeah, it was so close that whoever got any hit above like four bill, 5 bill, and it scored a little bit more in those last 5 minutes, it's definitely well counted. You know what I mean? Like I think you guys landed. Dude, I don't even remember. You landed like a 10 bill, a 5 bill, 6 bill. I don't remember. And we landed on Solas, and then like it was really close, and then we got hit. I think Asta hit me at the end as well.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. I think he T11 me again, and in that T11 did like awful. I think his comment was that it did disgusting. So it was funny. So yeah. I mean, I just as I said, I just don't like having unnecessary animosity. You know what I mean? Like
No, I see what you're saying, man. You know, there's nothing against you guys, and you know, things said in the heat of the battle. It's nothing personal by any means. It's just kind of in the moment type shit, and you know, I'm glad that you're the type of guy that wants to clear stuff up like that, because I don't want you to think that we think like wrongly of you guys or we think badly of you guys, because at the end of the day, man, you know, you guys put up a pretty damn good fight. You guys did really good and you proved yourselves, and I think you deserve a lot of credit for what you guys did. And I don't want you to think that any of us are trying to take that away from you whatsoever, you know. And I don't want you to feel that way either.
Oh yeah, and I appreciate that. I mean, and I don't know how the talks of like. Do you guys before the battlefield? Do you like analyze the power and do you do a planning that to go up against the alliances? Do you map who you're going up against? Did you know you were going up against us?
So we realized kind of late that they changed our opponents, because we went through the list and seen who we were fighting, and we kind of got prepared to go against those teams. And then I think it was a day before or 2 days before, they changed who we were fighting, and we were like, what the hell just happened? And then we kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together and realized who we were fighting. And going into the battle, it was just kind of we need to stand our ground. This is what we need to do as far as buildings go, and we need to see where everyone else hives up. What are we going to do moving forward? Are you guys going to focus us? Are you going to focus the other teams? Do we focus bigger ones first? It was all kind of, we'll kind of see what you guys did, and then we're going to pick our targets from there. Seeing who your rally setters are and stuff like that.
Yeah, so and I just to contextualize, right? Like what we usually do is like we map whoever we are going up against, and like we try to be precise on
it was a mix
power fluctuation and those things, and we realized very early on that we were going up against you guys, NQG, and I forgot the name of the last alliance. I apologize. I think it's like FOS, FSO. I think it's FSO. I actually realized that I was going up against FSO because the FSO rally setter,
FSO
Hangry, him and I were buddies on All Stars, and he reached out and said, "Hey, we're going up against each other." I'm like, "Oh, I had no idea."
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. So basically, like once we went in, we were also at a point where we were basically the smaller alliance as well. You know what I mean? So like we were like, they either gonna hit all of us, or they're not gonna hit us, right? So what we do for us not to lose rally capacity at that point, being the smaller alliance, is we staggered whoever was coming in with us. Because once you go up, because you were going up against, in my logic, right? You would be hitting FSO, who was the second biggest alliance, and then all your points were going to come from them, right? And that would leave you for to hitting us in NQG and then us, or us and then NQG. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because they were in order of being the biggest. At that point, what happens is if you have no points to take away from us other than our the bigs from our alliances, you have to move on. You know what I mean? So the strategy then becomes not giving up the points, so they can take the points away from us and they go somewhere else. But in the meantime, we were also cleaning you guys. So I also think one of the things that people didn't realize was our rally size. So I think they overlooked us a lot for that. Does that make sense? So
they underestimated your capabilities.
Yeah. So I think once we did that rotation where we bring 4 players, 5 players, get up to 30 mil, then we hit a couple people, we have a power that we can hit safely without losing a lot. Once they get depleted or they get clean, we bring someone else and then they keep filling. You know what I mean? That actually worked pretty well for us because it took time for you guys also to realize that we would still have the rally capacity even after you hit us. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. You guys didn't run out of troops. You know. You guys were
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So I think basically what happens is, I think when people look at our power size, they overlook a bunch of those things. You know what I mean? They look and say, well, they are like 80 bills, so their sign up power is going to be what, 40, 50? You know, and that's all the points we're going to take from them. So we minimize even those amount of points so people can take them away. So like I think that worked for us on both of the rounds that we went up against, you know, bigger players.
Hey, yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Thank you for stopping in, brother. No, I mean, I gotta say, dude, I underestimated you guys just because of your power size. And I gotta say that I ate my own words going against you guys, you know, and when I can admit when I'm wrong, you know, I think that's the best way to learn is just, you know, admitting when you're wrong and learning your lesson. And I think you guys taught me a valuable lesson on my own as a player. You know, don't underestimate people just because of their size. And I don't know. I mean, it was fun. Honestly, it was fun. In the heat of the moment, I was pissed off, but ultimately,
I think all
it
of
was
us were.
right. And I don't know. It was kind of a lesson to learn. And I have to say, kind of thank you for humbling me because I'm still a new player. You know, I haven't been playing a year yet, but when I get humbled, I take that. I take it very well.
Yeah, I've been playing the game for about a year and a half, I would say, as well. Like this was my very first server. We had a bunch of people that came from actually server 547. They had like some features in 547. They left the server and built a brand new alliance on 692. So basically, we had to be schooled by those people, right? And as time passed, we all learned. We grew as an alliance. You know, we changed a lot of the way that we play, and here we are. So it's funny that like it's funny to hear that you've been playing all, you know, for a year, and it's like it's only 6 months more than you, but it's close time. You know what I mean?
Right. There's Jemmy Gem. Now, dude, this game is freaking awesome, dude. You know, I know the game has issues, but I love this game just for, you know, all the aspects, you know, whether it's meeting people, the monsters, the events, you know, the PvP, and moments like right now where, like, I don't even know where you live, but yet this game has put us together, and you seem like a pretty cool dude, and I'm sure we'll talk again in the future, you know.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I agree. And you know, there's definitely some aspects of the game that could definitely get better. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I wish my alliance had the capability of, you know, developing the same pace as, you know, the 4 or 5 of us on our alliance. Like we have 5 or 6 people that can develop really well, and the game doesn't allow everybody to have the same opportunity in that sense. You know what I mean? So like when you get a lot of the free to play players, they struggle a lot in the game. Like most, you know, a lot different than most of us that are playing at that level. But definitely, you know, as you said, it put together people from, you know, all over the place. There's people in my alliance from, I'm actually Brazilian. I live in Dallas, but I'm Brazilian. There's people from Argentina, you know, from Saudi Arabia. There's people from all over the place. So, and I've made some pretty good friends over, you know, over the 1 year and a half that I've been playing. So I think that's a plus.
No, for sure, man. It definitely is. Definitely is. So, is your server? I'm assuming your server is NAP.
Yeah, it is. Well, it wasn't, but it turned into NAP. Yes.
Do you have many players that you guys can still kind of recruit on your server that you might want to grow your team with?
Like right now, no. We definitely need either a merge, or, you know, we are gonna be stuck on power for a pretty big time. Mostly because in the very, like, honestly, in the very beginning of the server, it was a bubble or burn server. Like, as I said, like the people that came from 547 turned the server into a bubble or burn server, and literally they ran every single coiner, every single person that was developing away from the server. I have a friend that used to play with me, and he's now, I think he's 780 something, no, 8045, 845, something like that. His name is Titus. His handle is Titus Pujus. And he's a pretty cool dude. Invests on his account a lot. You know, has been to All Stars a couple of times already. You know, been to Chalon. His keep is solid. And he left my server because it was such a big mess. and he had a a decent account on my server, and then he left the account behind and built a whole brand new account better than the one that he had on my server, just because the server was above board burn.
No kidding, dude. That's crazy. I mean, it's got to be hard to kind of just give up what you built and then move on to something brand new.
Yeah, I think if the guy's got a lot of cash to spend, there's no problem. Like I would never do that. I think this is my first and last server. I'm not gonna do anything different. If I decide to quit, that's it. But for this guy specifically, like there's like 3 or 4 Bitcoiners that left our server because of the bubble or burn aspect. I mean, I'm not against one or the other. I think whatever works for a server, whatever have made it the way it is, go for it. But NAP has worked better for us in the sense that we don't have to worry about a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of drama we don't like dealing with. So yeah, it's been working.
Yeah, I mean, hey, as long as it's good for everybody, that's kind of what matters, And it is healthy to have NAP. It definitely is. I'm up in the air if I prefer NAP or bubble or burn though. I'm on one server that's NAP and one server that's bubble or burn, and I don't know which one I like more yet, even though I like them both. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think there's aspects of the bubble or burn that I prefer. You know what I mean? Like there's example for SVS, right? For SVS, having a bubble or burn server is definitely better than having an NAP server. Like on our server, one of the alliances, dude, swear to God, every time it starts SVS, 5 minutes later, they got hit. Like it's 100%, right? But I've seen that happen on bubble or burn servers as well. So I don't know. I think whatever works for your server works best. There's aspects like culturally speaking that I like the PvP aspect of bubble or burn better. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, I've been playing with those dudes for a year and a half. Whoever's is steering the server is steering the server. I'm gonna talk to that person probably every day. I don't want the hassle to deal with crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that's where I'm at on like 10:02 right now in a sense, is like there's been talks about going to KE again. And as much as I want to do KE, I think if I had the opportunity to hit somebody, I don't know if I'd have the heart to do it just because I'm friends with everybody now. Even though I want to do it, I don't know if I could do it.
Which was my struggle, right? Like in the beginning when you don't know anybody and you have a bubble or burn, then yes, you're hitting anybody, it doesn't matter. You don't know that person enough, so you're just hitting it and firing away, and dude, screw it, you should have been bubble. But at this point in the game, like a year and a half into it, like we know everybody, man. I think unless someone does some really sketchy stuff, I just don't do anything. Plus in our server, nobody can hit us back for the most part, you know what I mean? Not a lot of players are geared towards PvP. Whoever is left is us, that's the PvP alliance, and the farmers. So like it's not even a fight, it's not like I'm discussing with you about Battle of Chalons, lags, PvP, reinforcements, scoring, hitting people, rally size, buffs, all those things, right? But I can't have that same approach with the rest of my server because they just don't build for it,
Right. I get it. KE weekends will clean out the weak cities. Yeah. Also have KOS rules that constantly drop bubble. No kidding, huh? I like that aspect. Yeah, I mean, going back to what you said about talking to Asta about what our battlefield sizes as far as power and trying to meet up, I think that would be freaking awesome. I don't know if it would ever happen, but that would be awesome.
I think, what's your sign-up power when you sign up?
I'm not too sure what ours is, honestly.
Because, like, it's got to be lower than Chalon's because you have less players.
Right.
Let me see. So, like...
Gem or Chewy, do you guys know our sign-up power?
You guys have... Do you have, like, a consistent team that always goes into Battlefield?
For BOC, we generally do. It's relatively consistent. BOG is kind of just like a whoever wants to go can go and learn, in a sense.
Yeah, like I actually just got my purple wings, which was exciting.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Yeah, 17 bill, 17. So that's the same as Dargy and me. 8. That's Hestia's.
Yeah, BOG's just screening round.
12. That would be Lazy and someone else. Yeah, we probably would need. I think we can make it work, man. I just need like a couple more months, probably. Like some of the guys are finishing up their build. I think we can make it work at some point.
I think we could, man. That would be freaking awesome, dude. And then we could revisit on Discord again, you know, and that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, I would love that, man. Like that would be probably one of the most fun battles we would have had because again, no glitches, just regular BOC. Well, that's hoping that regular BOC doesn't have glitches, right? Like fingers crossed.
You know, with our luck, with my luck, we would get each other and it would lag like crazy, just like Chalon's did.
I don't think that's possible, man. Like,
yeah, that was pretty bad, huh?
dude, I don't think that's ever possible because like I did round one of All Stars, and I don't know if you heard about it, but round one of All Stars.
Thank you for that, Jim.
Of the last All Stars was so bad that they had to like reimburse a bunch of people and a bunch of like it was awful. It would see like the rally would settle at 55 mil, and then when you sent it, it had like one march, as you said. It would be like it would speed up into the rally. It would never settle, so it would take like 5 minutes. And then if you cancel the rally, the march would not be recalled, and then you would have to close the game, reopen. Your march would still be stuck, and it would be zero because they hit you. You know what I mean?
Right. No, yeah, dude. That's I heard. You know, we had somebody get a castle on 10:02. They got the All Stars castle just because, partially for what they spend, and then just on top of how bad it was. You know, like they were a top ranking player, but the lag was so bad that they couldn't do anything. And I think everybody from All Stars last round should have gotten a castle or some major compensation.
Oh yeah, 100%. It like, for example, I spoke about Sardine, right? And we've been in 3 All Stars together. Like my first All Star, Sardine was the rally setter for our second round. He went into his castle to heal his troops. He got locked into his castle.
Oh no! Oh my god!
So like we ended up having to use someone else, and it wasn't as good. And then dude, that was messy. Like many people could not heal, like, and people heal during All Stars, right? Like people heal during Chalons. That's why we keep the healing speed ups for.
Right.
But you were not able to heal. You were not able to get out of your castle. You were not able to get in your castle. Sometimes you would just like if you healed, sometimes it would just basically lock you out of everything, man. Like kick you out of the game and you could not do anything else. I remember that on the All Stars after that one, Ichiro specifically said, do not heal your full power at all, because if you heal your full power, that's how the glitch happens.
No kidding, huh? So what are you just healing bullets at that point? One march at a time?
Yeah, you would have to heal like, bulks, for example, like heal your T1s, heal layers, heal some parts of the stuff. It just like we developed like some sort of a procedure to heal, because otherwise we would be stuck in our castle.
Yeah, but even at doing that, man, like that's wicked messed up, because you can't just quickly heal troops and move on. You got to take those. If it takes you an extra 60 seconds to heal every time, that's a lot of time out of the battlefield that you're actually spending in there.
Oh yeah, man. Like especially for All Stars, dude. If you use news, you get hit on All Stars. You know what I mean? So like if you take 5-6 seconds more, that definitely messes you up for the battlefield, 100%.
What do you think about this round moving forward? How do you think it's going to go?
I don't know for sure, man. Like I think I will stick with Sardines and
just marches, yeah. If it lets
however it shakes off, it depends on whoever deals better with the glitches, right? I think that's also part of being the rally setter a little bit. Like not many people can keep sending with the glitches, canceling, reopening the game, doing a bunch of those things, and keep going. So I think that advice is probably the safest one. Whoever goes in being the team that deals better with the glitches, I think that's the team that's gonna win. But that said, no glitches, nothing else in place, I do have a I do think that there's a pretty good chance that either Karu or Shiro will win it again.
You think so? Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, Karu is pretty awesome, man. I think like the only that's my perspective, right? My personal opinion. I've I've played with Karu, I've played with Ichiro, I've played with Shiro. I think from all of them, Ichiro was definitely solid. He was one of the best players I've ever seen. In planning and in executing, he was flawless, right? But Karu has got some mad skills as setter, man. So if Ichiro is out of the game, I think unless something really weird happens, I think Karu is probably our safest bet. At least for
It
our
should be.
part.
It should be a good show. Should be a good show.
Yeah, it will be interesting.
Did you have any of your players streaming for Chalons?
No, man, no. We actually don't have anybody that's interested in doing streaming. I would love to get someone to do it, but we didn't.
Why don't you do it yourself, brother?
Man, between being a rally setter and setting up a camera and holding up a baby, it's like 8 in the morning. I don't think it's good, man.
It makes for good content, though. People are like, holy crap, look at this guy.
I don't think people are gonna like hearing my wife cursing me because I don't have the bottle with the baby, and then the baby's falling, and then I'm setting a rally and say, "Hey, range coming up, 3, 2, 1." And she's like, that goddamn game.
That's why I do all mine in the basement.
Oh well, you know what would be interesting? You should teach your kid to set a rally, bro. That would be funny.
That would make for some good content,
Yeah, yeah. That would be interesting.
12-year-old and All-Stars?
Oh yeah, it would be interesting.
Yeah, no, I've showed my kids these games and they have no interest whatsoever.
Isn't that weird?
Throws baby out of frustration.
Like, how old are you?
I'm gonna be 33 in like a month.
So like I'm 34, right? Like when I was the 12 years old, like games of war was basically everything I did. Not on the cell phone because at that time cell phones were crap. But
Nokia's, man.
Oh yeah, but like PlayStation, all those things, dude. I remember when we started playing, Call of Duty online. It was awesome,
Yes, dude, it was amazing.
I don't know. But like some of the kids of my friends, they play what's the name, like Roblox.
Yeah, my kid. Yeah, Roblox. That's what my kids play.
But I don't like.
We did
I don't
have
know.
cool games.
I don't
We're
like,
not old.
I don't know if it's got a
Watch
lot of
your mouth.
strategy involved or whatever, but I don't imagine it does. So
No, not really. I've played it with them a couple of times, and it's just little goofball games,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just find it weird that kids. I don't know. I love the strategy games as I was as a teenager. Even if it's not like to invest anything, it's still pretty interesting to trap someone doing SDS, kill them,
Watch your
do a
mouth,
bunch of
young
stuff.
man.
It's interesting. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Is Evony the first strategy game that you've played?
At this level, yes, I think. I used to play things like Metal Gear before Call of Duty. Even Gran Turismo. Like,
Oh,
I
dude, that
played
game
that
was
a little-
awesome, dude.
oh yeah, I had the when they had like for the PS3, I had the whole cockpit with a bunch of stuff. It was pretty fun.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it was good. I like driving, dude. I'm Brazilian, man. I have to know how to drive. You don't know how to drive in Brazil, you die.
Oh shit.
It's pretty bad, yeah. So yeah, I think I played a little bit of everything. I
You
did
just
a little
kissing
bit
ass
of,
now, bro.
But at this level, Evony is definitely the first strategy at this level that we do. Like you have to consider the alliances, consider the power, no power, sign up, buffs, all those things. It's I think it's different. I think from what I was used to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, big time. It's definitely different. Did you ever play like MMO RPGs?
Yes, I did. Yes, in the past.
Well, what ones did you used to play? If you don't mind me asking.
Dude, I'm getting old. I'm not gonna be able to probably remember most of them. Uh, Let me see if I remember. Dude, maybe. I don't know, man. Lost Ark, Final Fantasy, maybe. I don't know. That's the most I will remember probably.
Yeah, I got you. No, I played Final Fantasy back in the day when I was younger too.
Dude, I actually like this last Final Fantasy that was that was released not long ago. It was actually better than most of them after Final Fantasy 7.
Come
I
on,
think
Jay.
7 was probably the best one I played, and then after that it was just downhill.
Yeah, I downloaded 7 for the computer, dude, and I haven't played it yet, but I want to just for the nostalgia behind it, anyways.
Well, you know, I think it's interesting that when we play those games, I don't know about you, man, but like I look at Final Fantasy.
I'm not
7,
helping.
and I go like, how the hell did I play this thing? Like even Evony's got better graphics than that shit. And I'm like, for that time it was interesting. I don't know how I would do that today. So like I get annoyed by those things, you know.
Monty's
it shows us,
87.
like, I think it shows me.
Jam's
I
a
take it for
sweetheart.
granted all
Be
that
careful.
new techie thing.
So, well, what kind of got me really, really irritated is at like the first hour of semifinals. For like the first hour of all the bullshit happening, and then I finally got kind of fed up, and then I messaged Evony and I said, "Can we get a tech to watch my stream and straighten all this out?" And then literally 10 minutes later, they messaged me back and said, "The tech's in your stream, everything should be fine now." And then all of a sudden, the game was perfectly fine for like 30 minutes. Then all of a sudden, it went back to complete shit again. So like, I think that Evony themselves should have a tech. If they're gonna have people stream this, invite them to stream it. They should have a tech in every single stream watching what's going on.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. It's beyond me how they don't have like a dedicated person for like all stars and those things. You know what I mean? Like if people are glitching and doing, I don't know. They should have a monitoring system. I don't know, man. I just think it's beyond me that you even had to call someone. You know, like why?
Right.
How they do not have their stuff together to a point where they
Yeah,
can just
it's
have
nuts,
someone, you know?
I mean, they should. I mean, with the amount of money that they're taking in, you would think they have the technology or even just the means of monitoring just these special matches. They should. They need to.
Yeah, I also think like this whole thing where they wait for people to ask them for stuff. Like, dude, you had a shitty match. There's a streamer telling you that the match was garbage. You had to send a technician into the match, to watch it and fix some of this stuff. Don't just wait for us to open stuff and ask for compensation. Just say, hey man, whatever healing speed ups you guys used in the battle, we are really sorry for this. I don't know. I don't need to compensate 100%, but do like 80% of the healing that you used, whatever.
Yeah.
Just do part of that. I think what aggravates me is that they have zero ownership for whenever they do bad stuff.
Yeah, they don't want to take accountability. They really don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're just like, dude, we're just gonna roll with it. Whatever shakes off of this, it's fine. But they definitely don't take accountability for any of those things, right? Until someone opens up a ticket, files a complaint. And there's the other thing as well, right? I think they have like a queue of so many people that they can reimburse, you know what I mean? And then they go, well, we're gonna reimburse the highest VIPs, and that's gonna be it, and that's gonna be fine. And it's not fine, There's people that literally basically spent all their healing, all their stuff. There's like free-to-play players on my server that spent a bunch of their stuff. So what? They get nothing.
Imposter,
just because,
you're right. You're right, dude.
Don't want to compensate anybody.
So, I mean, I do think your VIP level does make a difference as far as getting answers quicker, as far as your compensation and all that stuff, which it is bullshit, because just because you don't spend, you're still spending the same amount of time online getting ready for these battles.
Oh yeah, man. Like, it doesn't matter if a person. That's the other thing, right? It doesn't matter if a person is like a VIP 25 or if it's like a VIP 18, or if it's like a VIP 12, man. You know, if they went into that stuff, they experienced the same game, you know? So like, yeah, some people spend a lot more than the others, and yeah, they probably used a lot more healing, but that doesn't mean that the person, you know, from the lowest VIP shouldn't get their stuff back. In fact, if anything, they should get their stuff back more, because you know they're never going to spend to the point to get anything back.
Yeah, it's crazy,
you know what
Jay.
I mean? So like, I just think that their way of basically their way of handling their own issues, it needs to improve by a lot. You know?
Oh, big time. Big time. I mean, this isn't just a game for some people, you know, it's more of a hobby as well. You know, they're sacrificing time from their family, their friends, you know, they're investing real money, and I think those players, all players, should be respected more and just treated a lot better.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. And you know, at the end of the day,
that's messed up, T-Bone.
I just don't. I think the message to everyone should be, dude, you know, and I've said it so many times in the video that's also funny. Fix your stuff, man. You know, have ownership for whatever you built. You have a lot. you have what, 1,200 servers now. Stop spinning servers. Merge some of the servers. You know, make your infrastructure better. Stop spinning stuff so people get, you know, new revenue. Just build up on top of some of the stuff that you have. Make it stable, because all the players right now, most of the people that I know, they're unhappy about most of the aspects of the game, especially because of that.
Can't be a minor.
You know what I mean? So they're unhappy with that aspect of the game.
Right.
So, I mean, they're gonna lose part of their customer bases by not having ownership of those stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, slowly, one by one, people are going to start leaving, and they're going to say, well, shit, we need to make some money somehow. How can we make some more money? You know, and eventually there's not going to be enough players to make the kind of money that they're used to making, because they treat us like crap, bro. And they don't care. They just don't.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like, it's just, I think it's exactly what you said, dude. Fix your stuff, own your stuff, you know. You have a base of players that are doing this. Some people dedicated a whole year for this, you know, and they're not gonna play at the same level again because they spent so many resources and stuff doing that battle that it's hard to rebuild, and you know they're not getting any of it back.
Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of people will keep spending, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, it definitely hurt me. You know, I went through, which isn't it isn't a lot. You know, I had 2 of the challenge packs, which is huge for me to spend that kind of money. And then, you know, I went into challenge with probably 400,000 3-day healing speed ups, and probably another 300,000 60-minute healing speed ups, and I used them all throughout challenge, and they just gave me back 2.5k 24 hours. That's all I got back, which is nonsense to me.
It doesn't make, dude. That's stupid. Like, I think it's even stupid because like, remember did you guys get the email where they compensated like a part of it, where they sort of took ownership of it?
Oh like, yeah,
hey,
yeah, the spit in the bucket that they gave us.
Oh yeah, that was garbage, man. Like,
yeah, it's insane.
And like, I think the best thing is you got everything streamed, so everybody knows. You know what I mean? What you spent. So basically they can't even deny. You know what I mean? And they sent that garbage, and then they sent you like the amount you just mentioned. That's trash, bro.
It is. Now I have to ask, you know, and does your alliance use any type of discount to get packs in a sense?
No, man. We got cleared of all of that. Actually, we never did any pack loading. We were not in the pink gem stuff. We didn't do any of that.
Have you heard of Aptoide?
Yes, have not used it yet.
Definitely check it out. You know, and I'm not saying use me, but you know, I know Genghis, he's a supporter of Aptoide. He's gonna create a code. There's a few other creators, man, and honestly, look into it, because if you guys are gonna be spending, you know, especially trying to get better for next challenge and All Stars, before you spend, try and get an edge on Evony and use Aptoide. Definitely use it.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying not to, because of the whole coin strike that's going on right now about, you know, them cleaning everybody and all that shit. So we haven't done a lot. The other thing, like after challenge, we haven't done a lot, to be honest. And The other thing as well is, um, we want to get a merge, and we know for a fact until we, if we keep spending, they are never gonna give us a merge.
Right.
So we're
Yeah,
trying to
no.
do our best, but at the same time, I know it's tricky. So, but I'll definitely check it out. I'll talk to the guys about it as well.
I mean, so like Aptoide reached out to me last year asking, for me to promote their product. And at the time I talked to Evony and they didn't support Aptoide when I spoke to Evony. So I refused to even just bring it up, and then when Evony announced that they're legal and now Evony's promoting Aptoide, I think everybody should take advantage of it while they can.
Oh yes, yeah. How much of discount is it, if you don't mind me asking?
So if you just use Aptoide by itself without putting in a creator code, you start off with 10%. So like you get Aptoide, which is just like Google Play Store and all that stuff, but then you also download AppCoin Wallet. And what that does is if you make a purchase inside of Evony, they'll at first they're gonna take 10% of that purchase tax free. So like right now, if I were to buy a pack on Google for $100, it would cost me $100 plus $7 in tax. Through Aptoide, it's just $100, $99.99, and they're gonna give me back $9.99 back into my AppCoin wallet. And the more that you buy, the higher up you get a discount. So like say you buy a cake, then you're gonna go up to a 20% discount. So if you buy a $100 pack, they're sending you $20 in your wallet that you can spend back on Evony packs or any other Aptoide supported game. And then if you use a creator code, you get an extra 5%. And then twice a month they run specials where you get 35% back to your wallet and 30% back to your wallet, which it's huge. If you buy a full cake, for every $100 you spend, you're getting $35 back.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot, man. I need to start using that.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane what you get back for it. And honestly, I don't know if it's gonna last forever, but especially people getting ready for All Stars, or going for Red Wings and stuff. Take advantage of it while you can.
Yeah, I think especially for All Stars.
Yes, Jim.
There's like, you qualify for All Stars, you want to do your best, right? Like, so we'll see what we'll be doing.
Don't be lazy, Jim. Don't be lazy.
But after that, I'll definitely check it out because it's actually a lot.
No, yeah, I had somebody message me today with what they've spent on the game so far, and actually I had two people message me today what they spent on the game so far, and one of the people, like if they were to use Aptoide, they would have been able to get 2 free cakes from what they spent, which is insane.
That's a lot. That's actually a lot. I had no idea about those discounts. I remember at some point they were not, like, they were also banning people that used Aptoide before it was supported, I think. I might be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think, I don't know. I don't know much about it. I didn't look into it too much until it was approved by Evony. So I don't know if people were getting in trouble or not with it.
No, I'll definitely check it out though, because if it's supported and everything, and that's, there's not a lot of issues, so I'll definitely check it out for sure.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Evony sent out an announcement on their Facebook page, their Twitter. They sent out an announcement in game telling people that you can use Google Play. When the whole pink gem thing happened, they sent out an announcement saying you can use Google Play, you can use Apple, you can use Aptoide, and so on and so forth. That's when everyone's kind of switched over to Aptoide.
I'll give it a try. Is it? I'll check it out. So that I can run it probably on my PC, right?
Yeah. So right now it's only based off of Android. They're in the works of getting it for iOS. But so if you have like an iOS device, you kind of have to, you're kind of forced, if you want to use it, to use like BlueStacks on your PC or laptop.
Yeah, I'll put it on the BlueStacks.
Yeah, that's what everyone on my server did. If they had an Apple device, they just use BlueStacks, which works great.
Yeah, I use BlueStacks to play on the PC. Most of those battles, I think it works better than the phone in that aspect. So yeah, I'll check it out on BlueStacks. Actually, man, one of the things that Dargy mentioned during our match, I was like, what is the platform this dude is using for computers? Because I need to use it. So do you just download it and run it on your computer, or you're just running like a version of Evony?
Hold on, I'll send it to you in Discord right now. Like that's the Evony website. In they just finally updated it. Like before Chalons, I couldn't read reports. I couldn't get images. I could like there was a lot of bugs with it, but they finally updated it to where it works just like mobile, and I think it's better than mobile now.
Yeah,
you should be able to skip
I'll
the
definitely
ads.
send it to him because he was like, you know, I need to see what he uses for this thing because I've never seen it. And he prefers the computer, so I'll definitely send it to him.
Damn. Yeah, I prefer it. You know, like if it wasn't for the PC version, I would have never streamed this game because I don't like the way BlueStacks looks, how small it is on my computer screen and shit.
Oh yeah, especially like I don't like playing on BlueStacks that much because of that reason. Like, so I only play for Battlefield because I think it works better than the phone. You know what I mean? I like the clicking better than on my phone, and I think it's less glitchy as well. And also, there's lesser of a chance of the app crashing on me, at least from what I noticed on BlueStacks than on my phone.
Man, I hope they get their shit together, bro. I really do. You know, I'm not gonna make all stars, but for the people that do, I'm pretty sure you will. I really hope they fix their stuff, bro. Okay, I take back everything I said.
I mean, we can only hope, right? There's not a lot we can do about it.
Yeah.
And again, you know, if there's all those glitches that we had on Chalons that we had the previous All Stars, actually, man, you know, I think one of the reasons why they had the glitches last All Stars is because they had all those different leagues, you know what I mean? And then they were doing all the leagues at the exact same time. So they like tripled the quantity of players. So it was crazy. It was even unreasonable for them not to expect to have any of those issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah, chat saying it's a setup. You know, they did it on purpose, and I think a lot of people think that. Royal City, what's going on?
I do think that they did it on purpose, 100%. Like, there's no other reason. Like, think about it, dude. I mean, you have to know your infrastructure. You have 1,200 servers. There's zero chance that those things are just out of random. You know, they have all stars. I work for IT, right? Any customer that we have, they have like Black Friday events. You know, during Black Friday, for the websites not to get crazy, they triple their workloads and do a bunch of stuff so they don't run into issues when a person is purchasing something, you know? And now you're telling me that Evony's got 1,200 servers, 800 players going into the same Battlefield at the same time, and they, haven't tripled their stuff and, caught up with infrastructure with all the investment? There's no way, man.
Oh, dude, you're so right. You are absolutely right, bro. It happens way too often.
There's zero chance. Again, if I did not work with IT, I would be like, maybe some of those guys that invest a lot, they're like, no, it's just a glitch or whatever. No, bro, it's not. I work with it. Again, you have a big event, you prepare for this stuff, you spin up whatever you have to spin up, even if it's temporary. And especially nowadays with the cloud, just triple your workload, load balance the whole thing, and just fix it.
Yeah, it's just
beyond comprehension to me that a game that has grown considerably in revenue as they did, don't do this stuff. And it's also beyond my comprehension. Like, how the hell does Apple and Android, Google, will get so many complaints out of the glitches, out of all these things, and this game is still, had no repercussions. Like, Apple took it off for a while because of the payment issues, but that was it. It's back on.
I know a few people that actually reached out to Google and they got 3 months of payback of their money back because Evony messed up.
Yeah, like Chalon, a lot of people are doing chargebacks on Chalon.
I heard that clears your gem balance though, also.
Well, the thing about doing and I might be wrong on this one, right? So I apologize if I'm saying something that is stupid, but like the whole ping gems thing is because not only the pack loader was doing something that was a glitch, but also to maximize his gains, I believe that he was charging back Apple and Android every purchase, right? Like when Apple looked at it, they were going, well, we have this amount of pink gems going out, and this guy did all the chargebacks. We have to clean those accounts, so they have to pay us back because they got all this stuff. So that means there's a problem. If you do a chargeback, you're gonna see that you lose a bunch of the items, like your gem balance, like whatever is open, they clear. your Apple account gets locked. There's a bunch of stuff that happen when you do it.
Oh,
Like,
no kidding.
Yeah, because there's two ways of doing it. You either do a reimbursement through Apple or Android. And if they don't concede it to you, you have to go to your credit card company. Once you do it through the credit card, it clears with Apple, and Apple will block your account, for example. I don't know about Android, but Apple will definitely block your account.
No kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then you have to go justify, say, hey, I gotta unlock my account. Got locked because of the chargeback. You guys didn't give me the reimbursement. Here's whatever I requested. You guys denied me, so I went to the credit card, and then it goes. The account goes back. But then because Apple took a hit, they will take a hit on Evony as well, not passing the payment to them. So like part of it will get with Apple. When that happens, that's when your gems balance gets cleared.
No kidding.
Yep.
Man, you gotta make sure you tell Lazy Turtle I said hi. Let him know that me and you talked. The cool dude.
I think he's listening, man. Some of the guys on the alliance are actually saying you should say hi in Spanish, and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna speak Spanish right now.
And I mean, you can say hi in Spanish, but
nah,
I won't personally understand. I have a couple of viewers that speak Spanish, like specifically Spanish, and he'll come into chat and he'll just say hola, como estás, and I'll say like muy bien y tú, and like that's the end of our conversation. But he's here every single stream, and I love it.
Yeah, but dude, it's like
Bom dia.
I mean, my Spanish is pretty rusty. I lived I'm from Brazil, but I speak Portuguese, and my Latin American background allows me to speak a little bit of Spanish, but my Spanish is so bad, man. I think like if I speak Spanish and I live in Dallas, in Texas, right? So a lot of people here speak Spanish.
Boa noite.
If an American living in Texas and speaks Spanish, he probably speaks better than me.
No kidding. I married into a Portuguese family, man, and when I go to their family events, I don't understand a damn thing they're saying.
Well, I did you marry? So is it a Portuguese family from Portugal?
Yeah. So my wife is like half Portuguese, but then her dad's full Portuguese, and her dad's family is all from Portugal.
Oh, that's nice. Because depending on what they're saying, I won't understand it as well.
And it's crazy. And the women, dude, they talk so fast. I try to have a conversation with them, and I can't understand them.
You definitely, yeah, man. It is, and I mean, like, in Brazil, we speak faster than Portuguese from Portugal, actually. So, like, part of the things that they don't understand is because we speak faster than them. It's also because we have a lot more slang. So, like, their Portuguese is more formal, as opposed to ours. Like, we speak a bunch of crap. So basically, it's actually pretty. Like, I had a teammate that was
that bad?
Portugal,
yeah. Well, that hard.
And both of us talking to each other, we would bump, heads like, "Hey, what did you say?" Because I don't know this part. After like a couple hours, it goes, well, but it's actually pretty hard.
Chat's asking what part of Brazil.
I'm from São Paulo.
You guys can make sure you guys smash that sub button, turn on notifications. Also, make sure to smash that like button too. That's awesome, dude. It's incredible that a game can bring me and you together like this, Yeah,
I think it's pretty cool. Like we have a whole. It's interesting because you would imagine like because like I wouldn't imagine there's a lot of Brazilians playing this, but then all of a sudden I got like added to a community of Brazilians playing this thing, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah, dude. One of my first close friends on this game was Brazilian, from Brazil. Yeah, freaking awesome.
It's pretty interesting. I would be like, and even if you look like on the server names, like if you go to server 68, like NEF server, you're gonna see that the name of the server is like I think it's Treta, and that in Portuguese means like trouble.
No kidding.
Yeah, so they have a bunch of Brazilians in there as well. So it's everywhere, man. And I think it's funny that, as you said, it connects people from all over the world.
Call 1-800 Roscoe. Bad Dude Zone. Oh, that's awesome. You know the bad words? Bad words. Oh man. So how long do you think until you guys actually get hit with a server merge?
Bro, I don't know, man. I really, really wish we would have gotten one right now. Because like our alliance, as I said, is pretty small, right? Like, and we have nowhere else to grow. Basically, like our players that are here, they, either it has to come from them or from us, or whatever. But like we would love to go up against higher power alliances. And for example, for us to go against you guys, it will take time because we have
What's
to
up,
develop
Samantha?
our players. And if we got a merge, it would be like overnight, right? We got some PvP players, some stuff, and then we see what shakes out of it. But I don't know, man. There's people that have never had a merge for like 2 years. I don't know if you know, like, do you know STG from server 187?
The name sounds familiar, but I'm still relatively new, so like I'm newer to the PvP aspect. I'm starting to learn all the better alliances and stuff like that.
Like STG is from 187. I think they were like top 16 in challenge on C1. They are ranked, I think, like 13 on server wars, and they had never had a merge. And their alliances are like as small as ours. Like their alliance, I think their alliance was like 68 billion into challenge.
No kidding, huh? So do you think it's all just off of spending?
I can't say, man, because
Samantha with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, Samantha.
Have, like,
I love you. You are the absolute best
on our server. Like compared to,
congratulations to who got them.
I don't know how your server is, but I think for when you compare most of the servers around, that's relatively low. You know what I mean? Like there's servers that have like 10 spenders. Ours has like 3, and nobody else, right? So there's nothing else. But our FPS ranking is high for the ones that I have no idea. I've requested a merger now.
Thank you, Samantha.
For the past year.
Man, I mean, it's crazy that it's that small and you guys did so damn good.
What? Dude, we fight hard, man. We like fighting hard.
I'd say so, man. You guys put on one hell of a show.
We like, it's what I think it's what we said before heading into
What's up,
finals.
Big Rams?
We knew that we couldn't place first because dude, Katos has got like 200 and something bill, and he filled like 50 billion rallies.
Congratulations,
we were like,
Chris.
well,
Man, vendor.
we go into this and at least we give them a run for their money, and we did our best. And I think we did a pretty decent job at the finals as well. I think we just don't. We like exploring some of the things as well. The game, right? Like there's things. Hey, Lazy just said hi.
Lazy, dude, I love Lazy, bro. He kicked my ass, and I still love him.
He's saying, yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. So I mean, we test this stuff, right? Like we go sometimes, we go against much bigger alliances than ours, and we are losing, and then we just go, let's take their throne and just see what happens, right? And then we go take their thrones, and we stick some different marches in it just to see what shakes out of it, and then we learn from that. Right? We went up against, which is a pretty interesting thing actually. We went up against an alliance. I forgot the name of the alliance, but the biggest player from them was someone called Chalon. Pretty solid player.
Oh my god, sorry guys, hold on.
And we decided to test some of the debuff from the assistant generals. So basically, like Draghi and I, we put together like a fully debuffable gear and all.
It's the best way to learn. Well, I mean, you kind of have to, if you don't know where you stand.
Yeah, it's just like, that's why we liked, the idea of going into top 16. Like our biggest goal going into top 16 was actually like, we need people to hit us. Like we want to get to that scenario where people are hitting us back, So
right.
I think that was the biggest aspect. Like How many times did Aptoide get hit during the whole challenge?
What?
That you
Tone
remember?
here from 1217. Appreciate your stream.
Bro, are you shitting me right now, dude? Holy shit, thank you, bro. Dude, you rock, man. You are freaking awesome. Thank you for that, Tone, bro. Appreciate you, brother. I really do. Really do, man. Appreciate that, bro. Sorry about that. 1 sec.
No problem.
Tone just bought stamina for month. Tone
Here from 1217. Appreciate your stream.
Damn, bro. Thank you. I don't know why the notifications are doing that, though, man. What the hell's going on with that? Thank you so much, Tone, bro. You're awesome, man. Sorry, I had a couple of notifications, and the sound for them is, I can't fix it. I might need someone that's good with IT to fix it for me. Hint, hint.
Oh well. What is the issue you're having? Although I'm like, I probably like mess with like networks and firewalls and some of this stuff. You're having audio issues?
Yeah, so have you heard of like Streamlabs before? It's for streamers.
No, not at all.
So basically I hook up my stream to it. And like when I get a subscriber or someone donates to me, it sends I have to put in a code into my streaming software. And then when they donate or sub, it sends a notification to the stream for everybody to hear it. And it's like double playing on me. The volume goes up and down on its own, and I don't know how to fix that.
You sure it's not in the notification settings of this thing?
Yeah, it's all inside of Streamlabs. I'll have to pick your brain on it later on. Maybe you'll know something that I don't.
Yeah, let's take a look later for sure, 100%. That's why. Is that why like sometimes when you're watching your stream, this just go like nuts and those things pop out on the screen? Is that what it is?
Yeah. So they're sound alerts, but I can't control them for some reason, and I don't know why.
I was gonna make a very bad comment, but I will stay quiet.
It's okay.
I mean, you can control it, so that's definitely some message, some message, implied into that. But let's take a look later. It's definitely into the if it has something like into the notifications or something like that.
Oh yeah, I was chat saying make the comment anyways. If I were to guess, it works like Evony.
Yeah, I was going to. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Someone from chat also said, I'd like to ask some questions for your guest, if you don't mind.
Sure.
What you got, Jihad? Earlier you were talking about chargebacks. What if you buy RS on alt with separate Apple ID, farm the alt for RS, that's no chargeback? Royal City, I would not support that. Making a moaning noise instead? Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah, right, bro. Could you imagine? Tone, you're awesome, bro. Do you have the chat up right now?
No, I didn't. The chat on Discord or somewhere else?
On the stream.
No, I do not.
All right. He said, I would really like to know which wall general he has and how it is refined. I want to build my very strong defense, but I don't want T1. He doesn't want a T1 general.
Well, I have mixed. Well,
Tone, we'll talk about that soon, bro.
Opinion about that. So let me answer the first part of the question.
I got to keep it safe for stream.
I'm currently running William Marshall with Leo III as assistant. I have it refined on both of the weapons, mostly for ground, weapon in the ring, mostly for ground, and on the chest piece and then the boots for siege defense and ground defense as well. So my ground and my siege stats are pretty high with that combination. On the dragon and on the helmet and the leg armor, I do run cav HP flats. There is a reason for that. And I apologize if I'm like going on my head, and so if you need to interrupt me, please do. So like when someone arch you, which is most like 99% of the cases, not for me now, they're gonna siege me first. like Aptoide, for example. When they arch you, they're gonna run through your cav stack, and they're gonna, once they finish your cav stack, the archers are gonna target the archers. You know what I mean? So like what the T1 does on a player our level, like when we are big and people are, they siege us and then they arch us, what basically the T1s are trying to do when they arch us is to avoid them to going into my archers stack. So like my T1s are basically saving my archers. Like if I would show my report, for example, from Karus trying to hit me on finals, he would range me, but he would stop on the T1s. You know what I mean? Like they couldn't clean my T1s, so they could not kill my archers. On a player that is smaller, though, I do believe that the best strategy that for a player that's like going for 4 or 5 BO, it's definitely the T1 defense, man. If you do like ground T1, it's definitely one of the best, defenses that is in there. I think it's really hard to clean. It also works in the psychological aspect of the game. Someone is gonna, look at your scout report, see that you have ground, and then they're gonna try to cav you, and then they're gonna lose miserably. So like I'm a big fan of T1s traps. Most of my alliance runs like when the players are smaller, but below 5 or 6 build, they're definitely running T1s. I run T1s. Dargy runs T1s. I actually took a while to convince Dargy to run T1s. He only ran it after he saw a couple defense reports from the past All-Stars on me, and he was like, "Oh, this actually works." So he changed it. Lazy Turtle runs a pretty good T1 wall. So it's really hard to range Lazy if he's got one ring. It's really hard to range him. Really hard. All of us run T1s, man. I think it's the best strategy to have a mix of Cavs HP or ground HP versus a mix of percentages on the weapons and the rings, because it gives you that flexibility of having a lower tier troop defense versus a higher tier troop defense. So while your lower tier holds up against what's running down your stack, your upper tier is killing them.
Well said. I like how you explained that. And the next person is very curious. Ground instead of calves for the T1s?
Yes. Like we have for our, like, and this is the other part. Ground is actually, if you look at your reports, and if you look at one that you did not get cleaned by archers, like if you got arched, and then it's gonna run down all your troops attack, right? Like it's gonna clean your calves. But while it's running through your calves, ground is trying to kill the archers. Ground is actually, like, after siege is actually, because siege is firing from a distance, right? You have the siege bonus book, you have the siege bonus ring, and it's firing from a distance. But when you look at ground, is the first one to engage on the defense after the calves got killed, because the calves are the fastest in stats. If you look at the calves stats, it's the highest speed. Then look at ground, it's got a pretty decent speed as well. So it starts engaging, trying to kill what's it gets to the field after the calves. Sometimes it kills faster than the calves.
Because I haven't looked into the T1 ground aspects of things yet, but I have heard a lot of people starting to talk about it more now.
Yeah, T1 ground is pretty solid, man. Like on the battle before the battle with you guys, we ran against Proton Stars TMW. Proton, great friend of mine. Mayhem, great friend of mine as well. And we also went up against VNA. It's a Vietnamese-based alliance, and their players run all T1 ground. Even their 25 build power player runs T1 ground. Bro, we could not clean him even when he was like 2 build.
What's the name of my guest in Evony?
35 mil rallies, nothing against the guy.
No kidding.
No
so
range.
What would you recommend against that? You mentioned some people, you're kind of splitting up the cav and ground HP flats.
No, they're not splitting up. Like I have some of my traps, some of our traps on our server do ground, and some of them do caps. Like we don't mix them, you know what I mean?
All right, I got you.
But I'm a big fan of ground.
I think you would,
for
Royal.
smaller players. It's a little bit more expensive to build because you also have to know how to layer it properly. The layer is not the same as the calves. Like for the calves, you would just run, for example, 500 mil T1 calves. But for ground, you don't only run that, you also have to, bulk up the T2s, you have to bulk up the T3s, you have to bulk up the T4s, and so forth, right? So there's a different layering. So it ends up being a little bit more expensive resource-wise. It also, like, the other trick that people don't talk a lot about, the T1 defense is like your debuffs count a lot more. You know what I mean? So, like, there's like an order of things to build into a T1 trap that people did consider, and like debuff comes first. So even before you refine your wall general, you should have your subs geared. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, I see. I think there's a lot of misconception to players that want to build the T1 trap, and they think they can just build 100 million T1s and then they're all set. I get a lot of messages just from my K35, people saying, I have 100 million T1s, why did I get cleared out by this archer attack? And I'm like, oh, let me see a wall general. And they'll have the worst refines you can possibly think of for being a T1 trap. And then, I ask them about their sub cities, and, their subs, they don't have any generals on their subs, they don't have enough sub cities. There's a lot that goes into it besides just having groups.
Yeah, like there's you have to build your wall accordingly. You have to definitely build like your subs accordingly. Actually, like I saw a different type of a trap a couple SVSs ago, and I did not expect that to be the way that it was. Like I had a guy on his wall run like Leaky Edge with Zachary Taylor, and he was fully refined for arch attack, defense, and HP. His Leaky Edge was actually awakened, which is not, it's definitely the cheapest one to do it, but it's not the best one to do it. And like his ranged attack, defense, and HP on defenses was like 1900.
No kidding.
Yeah, bro, like in a ground would not clean that guy. 100%. Like I splat hard.
Sub
so like I would even take the T1 trap.
If
you're talking about full-blown defenses, like if you're going to build something but you don't wanna go crazy in some stuff, I would probably say try running like a T1 based defense with George Dewey on the wall. Try to awaken him if you can, get copies as you can. If you get one copy of Zachary Taylor, put Zachary Taylor in. Don't invest on the 3 ladies now. Do like the second one that's got a lot of ranged. Focus more on your ranged attack for defenses, and then like once you get like the T1 refinings on your wall, plus the ranged attack from those stats, which is more economical than doing the whole thing, you can have a pretty decent defense. Because while someone's trying to arch you, they're gonna fail for your T1 trap, and your archers are gonna kill their archers better.
It's crazy what goes into this game, dude. It really is.
It's interesting though, isn't it? Like I don't think did anybody ever tell you about this or not?
So I mean, I've been doing a lot of training with Evil. So I think I joined Evil probably like 3 months ago, and before that, I had a little bit of knowledge on the game, but it was really eye-opening to what I'm currently learning, especially from like Chalons, dude. Oh my god. Talk about a difference. I went from just starting a PvP and I jumped right into the high-end challenge with you guys, and talk about, to me, dude, I loved it. I freaking loved it, and I can't wait for the next one. But yeah, it's very eye-opening, and there's a lot to learn. I've been taught a handful of things, but that's why I kind of like talking to you guys that kind of know exactly what you're doing and why you do it, because everyone has just a little bit different ideas, and I think the more I learn from you guys, make more friends and learn from more friends, the better off I'll be.
Yeah, and again, there's also like the aspect from Chalon that improves the alliance as a whole, right? Like my alliance finally got into a battlefield that was stressful enough for them to learn how to build the rallies fast. So there's also that benefit. But yeah, right. It's skill wise and a bunch of stuff that get learned out of the process. So
now there's definitely a lot to learn, and I've been training with them for a handful of time now, and it's a lot different, like, because when I started on 10.02, everything was so new to me. It seemed very easy, like I was a T1 trap over there, and not a single person could crack me really. And then on 5.29, to the more experienced players, I'm having a hard time facing you guys. I really am.
Yeah, man, because like
What do you mean,
We
Jay?
don't just hit anything with anything. You know, when you got a person going up against the server like 1,000, they're gonna splat on a T1 wall. They're gonna scratch their heads and going, shit, what the hell just happened, right? I just got ran by a T1 trap. But at this point, you go up against, an older server, get better traps. Dude, I splat on T1 traps many times actually to test different stuff, right? Like I've tested Siege, I've tested different marches. Sometimes I know the guy is a T1 trap, but I want to test something different, like a different march composition, right? Like maybe I want to try more T12s rather than, something
Jihad, you
different.
might just have to rewatch,
And then it happens, right? So you really splat, but you know what you're doing. But in this scenario where they're like 10, server 1,000, and you go up against them, they're gonna splat against a T1 wall, and they're gonna go like, what the hell just happened? But at the same time, they're not gonna be asking you the questions that are gonna make them better. Does that make sense? Like when I do
Right.
something for science, I'm trying to explore it and talk to them and learn from them, right? There are some guys that I ran up against, and they had different books on their walls, and I saw that the defenses were better. They had different layering. So I learned a little bit about the layering, So like you ask those questions and you get better. But once you don't know what you don't like on those really young servers, I think it's a little bit harder if they don't have a little bit of guidance.
I mean, asking questions helps. I can say on 1002, I remember two people specifically. One was Khaleesi and one was Sylvia Red, and they both hit me back-to-back times, and they lost pretty bad. And they actually messaged me asking kind of what happened, what's your build, and I explained them what it was. And then once they realized that they were losing that SVS, they just asked me, hey, can we hit you? And I said, that's fine. They said, we just want to test out different marches and our buffs and stuff against you. And I let them. I mean, I don't know if you want to call it point training or not, but they learned something from it. I learned something from it. And I think that's what makes players better.
I don't think it's point trading if someone is trying to learn something from it. Like I would definitely do it. I would hit someone with a march that I haven't tried before just to see how it does. Like I would run it differently. Like against this guy specifically that I'm talking to you about, they had 1900% on freaking range. I failed with ground. Then I looked at range. I was like, dude, how does a siege
Totally
does
do
against
it?
this
What?
guy, right? Like we did a siege rally and did not clean the archers, bro. So we were like, oh, this works. That's interesting. So that's also powerful against siege, So like we started like wondering, hey, if we do a T1 based wall, it's gonna lose a little bit of stats on the attack of ranged, but at the same time, it has a double layer of defenses, so it might be a good combination. So like now we have base to go back to our players and say, hey, if you want to do this, it's better you go this way, rather than just hey, build whatever you got, and we don't know if it works, we don't know if it's gonna be good or not. So I think it's good. If it's for testing stuff, I don't think it's point trading at all.
Right. I appreciate that answer. But hey, man, I gotta wrap up stream. I got some things I gotta take care of. I got a couple of phone calls I gotta make. Make sure we add each other in game, man, because I definitely want to stay in touch with you and catch up another time too.
Of course, man. Of course. Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure, and it was a pleasure meeting you. And once again, congratulations on top 3. You guys deserve it. You guys earned it, and be proud of that, man. And
Thank
keep
you,
pushing.
man. Appreciate it. Take care.
Take care, buddy. Have a good night. He's gonna go level up in 1380. Yeah, I know. I got some work on 1380 I gotta do. Definitely got some work I gotta do on there. For sure. So yeah, I mean, I truly enjoyed that phone call. I think that was a very good phone call. So, all right, T-Bone's asking, what does a member do? So we're working on the membership still. There's two, excuse me, sorry, the seltzer water. I have 2 memberships right now going on. One's alpha and one's beta. And depending on which one you get, there's different pros and cons to them. The only difference being an alpha over a beta is, if I'm playing it, like we can play different games together, off stream, on stream, all that types of stuff. If you're just a regular member, the big thing about being a member is you get access to member only chat, you get access to member only icons, and then member only videos. So like whenever I post a video where I find a glitch, when one of you guys reach out to me or somebody reaches out to me and says, hey, look, this just happened, I'm gonna make a video on that right away, and I'm gonna share it to YouTube, but it's only for members to see. And the reason that I do that is because I don't want Evony to see those videos. and I don't just want the general public to see the videos. So yeah, there is a membership option. There is. So honestly, there's only been 1 or 2 glitches that I've come across since we've had memberships on YouTube. But yeah, so I mean that's right now, that's basically the I don't know what else I can add into being a member. I really don't. If you guys have ideas, post it in the Discord and let me know. So for right now, it's just if I get any kind of inclination or any hints to stuff that can benefit people, I'm not going to make a public video on it. It'll be for members only. Just so you know. So you know. Let's see. How do I do this? There's a way to. I was gonna gift you a membership, but I don't know how to do it. I thought I could. Oh, all right. Can I pick who gets a membership? No, I can't, huh? I can't pick who gets it? It won't let me pick? I thought you could pick. Nope, it won't let me pick. Imposter picks? I don't know how to. You pick a kitty cat? Oh, Dragonborn got the gifted. All right. See, what I like so far is it seems like the gifted memberships go to people that have been active in chat more. And also, when you become a member too, you get those. You see the little icon next to like gem and imposter and stuff like that. The longer you're a member, that egg actually hatches into a pretty badass dragon. I'm just saying, it's a pretty badass dragon. Dragonborn, I've noticed you in 1380 K28 going crazy. You want to see it now? Gem, I could give you a sneak peek. I could, but then, you know, that's kind of cheating, isn't it? Isn't that kind of cheating? Royal City became an alpha. My man going in hard today. Kava, I mostly enjoy lurking rather than being in super active. Kava, you've been a member since the first day I've streamed. Cav is one of the very first people who ever seen the stream. One of my first subscribers to Evony. Wait, King Size playing EverQuest right now? Which EverQuest? I want to play some EverQuest. Hold on, I got something to show you then. Yes, I'm a true nerd. I'm a true nerd. I get nothing but nerd stuff back there. Oh, here you go. Ready? So Iron Man, that's when you level up without dying, right? $13.80 is looking good, Big Rams. I'm loving it, man. I'm looking forward to just having a place where the community can get together and play together. Royal City, by the way, thank you again, brother. I much appreciate it, man. You are truly awesome, bro. Your continued support is awesome. I might have to try that. Trying to figure out. I think your name got changed, bro. It's Tone Royal now. It's Tone Royal now. You should be good, bro. On my end, it changed. The membership notification is too loud. Yeah, I'm having issues with that right now. I can't. I don't get how to. Because. Definitely send it to me. Okay, next up, Aptoide. Yeah, we'll get you set up for that, Tone. We'll get you set up for that. Tone, I'm gonna give you a call here in a couple of minutes. So I'm sorry that the notifications and stuff are too loud, guys. I don't understand why it's doing that. You know, I have everything turned down, so I don't understand. I'm gonna turn it down to 4% just to see what happens. Hold on. I can't believe you joined the alpha, bro. That's freaking badass. Ah, look at the emojis. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so my wife might kill me, but we're gonna do this real quick. We're going to let me know if this notification is too loud, please. Yeah, so you need to get blue stacks. I can help you. I can guide you through it here after we wrap this up. Let me know if this notification is too loud. There's a delay too, and I don't know how to fix that. I know, right? Do I have to like I cleared everything, which doesn't make sense to why. It's coming, okay? It's coming. That's that story of my life. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Okay, apparently I broke it. Apparently I broke it. Sorry. That's what she said. Wait, why is that one going off? See, now it's playing double. Should have had sound that time. I don't think I broke it. It should have went through that time. That's not too bad. Like half the volume. Mine's the most beautiful, right? No need to answer. I already know. Yeah, the sound was delayed. I don't understand how to fix it. I'm gonna have to mess around with this some more. Like I've uninstalled it all. I've redone it. I've uninstalled it. I've cleared it. I don't get it. Still a little loud. That's crazy because that's at 4%. I'll put it down to 2%. Next stream, I'll put it to 2%. All right, so I'm gonna put them all at 2%. Sorry for blowing out you guys' eardrums. We'll fix that for the moving forward. Tone, let's definitely talk about that. Very curious. You can still hear me talking. What happens if you turn up to 100%? Let's not find out, dude. Let's not find out, T-Bone, all right? But listen, congratulations to all the new members. Thank you guys for all the memberships today, and thank you for joining the team. Thank you for the donations. I appreciate it. I got to get going for now. I'll talk to you guys shortly. That was a really fun stream. We might be live again tomorrow. We'll see. If you guys have any ideas on who we could bring into stream and chat, if any of you guys want to come into a stream and chat as well, let me know. I'm open for that. Your housemates will wake up for sure. I'll see you guys in game. I got a couple of things I gotta do. Then I gotta hop on 1002 for a little while. I gotta hop on 529 for a little bit, and I gotta hop on 1380 for a little while too. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys being here. Guys, don't forget to check out Aptoide and make sure you guys use the code Mr. Yours down below. I much appreciate the support. If you need help setting it up, let me know. I will help you. I got a couple of phone calls to make, then I'll see you guys in game. So for now, take care. I love you, chat, and have a good rest of your day or night.